والفضل على نعمة الإسلام وكفى بها نعمة، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، إله واحد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد، وأشهد أن سيدنا حبيبنا عظيمنا قرة أعيننا محمدا عبد الله ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه، بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح للأمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده، وصلوات الله وسلامه على هذا النبي العظيم الذي تركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيد عنها إلا هالك أو جاهل أو منافق، فالعياذ بالله من الجهل والنفاق. All praises and adorations are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, the benefactor, the compassionate, the most merciful, the creator of the earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we praise him, we love, we glorify his name. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whoever he guides, no one can mislead him. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been misled or he has been misled, no one can guide him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the guidance is in his hand. We thank him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue shower his blessing and mercy upon the soul of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his household, his family, and those who continue to remain on his clear path. My dear brothers and sisters in faith, وقد قال الله عز وجل في كتابه العزيز: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding you and I in this ayah, we should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should be mindful of the duty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you and I. We should respect the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. You shall have it in our mind, have it in your mind that there is only one way that leads to Al-Jannah, which is Al-Islam. And Allah don't want you to die except to die on this path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep our feet upon this path. My dear brothers and sisters in faith, as you all know, that this life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a purpose of creating the life. And the purpose of being created is for us to serve him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to purify our soul. The soul, our heart, and our body is the machine, is the essential part in our body. If this part fails, that means the entire body it has no meaning. But when this part functions, that means we remain human being. We get Al-Jannah. But whenever this heart or this part is being corrupted, that means it's going to affect the entire body. The whole body will not be functioning. If anything affects our eyes, that doesn't mean that our heart will not be functioning. If anything affects our nose, that doesn't mean that our heart will not be functioning. If anything affects other part of our body, in fact, we're still going to be functioning spiritually and physically. But if our heart is being corrupted, the entire body is not going to be functioning well, particularly in spiritual way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't just create us for no reason. That is why he has sent to us a messenger from him. Our heart needs to be purified. The heart is just like someone that has a car. The car is a new car, and it gets the car, it doesn't use the car. So far as it doesn't use this car, doesn't mean that this car is not going to get dirty. In fact, if you have a house, you travel out of the country, and you come back after a month, what you see in the house is that you will realize that the house has been dirty. Has get dirty. Why? Because no one is there. So the house needs to be cleaned before you can feel comfortable there, otherwise it's going to be contaminated with any germs. So that is our soul as well. Our souls need something to purify it daily, time to time. Our souls need something to remind us the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If our souls is unkept safely, or our soul is not kept safely, that means that will happen to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Imran verse 164, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لقد من الله على المؤمنين إذ بعث فيهم رسولا. Allah said, I've done a favor to the believers. I've done a favor to Muslims. Why? By sending a messenger to them. What did the messenger do to us? Yatulu min anfusihim, from your soulmate. I didn't create a prophet from other kind, from your own soulmate, from your own bashar, human being like you. Yatulu alayhim ayatihi, to remind you, to read to you, to communicate to you the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like I re-echo the words of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to you today. وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ, and to purify you. That's why the purpose of being sent to you. وَيُعَلِّمُهُمْ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ, and this prophet will teach you the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَالْحِكْمَةَ, the wisdom, which is the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will communicate with you with the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his own sunnah, his own way. وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلِ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Before you are upon ignorance, you don't know anything. But out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has sent to you a messenger to read the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have concern about our heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take our heart so serious. That is why He sent the Prophet to us. Remember when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Musa alayhi salatu wa salam to Fir'aun, what did He say to him? لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى. فَقُلْ أَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى. Go to him to remind you the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe this word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will benefit Fir'aun. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to cleanse and purify our hearts. In the hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam make it clear to us the essential of this part in our body. The hadith narrated by Nu'man bin Bashir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. The Prophet says, "Ala wa inna fil jasadi mudghatan." There is a piece of flesh in the body. إِذَا صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. If it becomes reformed, if this part of the body becomes good, the whole body becomes good. وَإِنْ فَسَدَتْ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. But if this part of the body gets spoiled, the whole body gets spoiled. And the Prophet referring back to what? The heart. Ala wa hiya al-qalb, and it's the heart. The hadith in the book of Imam Bukhari and Muslims. So the Prophet says our heart is a body, is a part of the body that whenever we listen to the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's going to purify it, it's going to inform it. But whenever we abandon the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's going to get rotting, it's going to get rusted. So by this, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling upon us to purify our heart. Time to time, we need it in our life. And the best way to do this is what? Muhasabatu nafsi. Muhasabatu nafsi, that is the best way to purify our soul. One of the Salaf Saleh, one of the righteous people, whenever before he goes to bed, he always remember all what he has done in a day before he goes to bed, and he will account for every single deed that he has done in a day. He will make sure that he lists it. Today, when I woke up, I prayed Salatul Fajr. Then after Salatul Fajr, I did Afkar. Then after that, I go to work. He will count all the goodness that he has done in that day. And we look at the other side of it, the negative side of it. When he was going to work, he doesn't know where he is. When he got to job, his workplace, he does something wrong. So he will account for the bad and he will account for the good as well. So when he does this, he will now put it into the percentage to look at which one overweigh. If the goodness overweigh the evil, he will give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and look for how to improve himself in the second day. But whenever he realizes that the negative surpasses the positive, the good one, he will seek for the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and look for a way to rectify his affairs. That is the way for you to know that you are upon the right path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. He has succeeded. Who? Man zakah, whoever purify his own soul. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, and he has failed. Whoever corrupt his own souls. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guided us. إِنَّ هَدَيْنَاهُ سَبِيلًا إِمَّا شَاكِرًا وَإِمَّا كَفُورًا. Allah said, I've shown you the two paths, the right path and the wrong path. So it's left for you to choose the right path and get al-Jannah. And if you choose the other path, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. Allah doesn't do injustice to any souls. He has shown you the right path and the wrong path. And He has gave you the sense to be able to think which one is right, which one is wrong. So my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, muhasabatu nafsi is very important in our life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Hashr, verse 18, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ittaqullaha, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be mindful of the duty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you. وَلِتَنْظُرُ نَفْسُ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Let every one of us prepare for tomorrow that is coming. The tomorrow that is knocking the door of you and I. Let us prepare for this tomorrow that is coming. Either you want it or you don't like it. It's going to come to you. What is your preparation before this day comes? That should be our thinking every day. Mostly we don't fear death anymore, but our thinking is that what we prepare for tomorrow. Allah says, وَلِتَنْظُرُ نَفْسُ مَنْ قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Allah knows what you are doing. Stop giving excuse that everything is not okay for me. When it's okay, inshallah, I will face the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And dear brothers and sisters in Islam, no one assure you that you're going to see tomorrow. So you better start your preparation from today. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah doesn't want you to die except you have prepared yourself well. In this tafsir, Imam Qayyim, rahimahullah ta'ala, says, هذه الآيات تدل على وجوب محصلات النفس. This ayah is pointing to for you to hold your soul accounted for your deeds before you sleep every day. وقال الحافظ ابن كثير رحمه الله تعالى أحسبوا أنفسكم قبل أن تحاسبوا. Account for your deeds before you shall call upon to be accounted for your deeds. وانظروا ماذا أدخرتم لأنفسكم من الأعمال الصالحة ليوم معادكم وعرضكم على ربكم. And you prepare for tomorrow that is coming. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, how do we prepare for tomorrow? Is to always account for our deeds every day. Look at what you have done so far today. From the Fajr to now, what have you done? What have you achieved? And getting closer to your Lord Azza wa Jalla. If you see that you have not achieved anything, you should know that you are not purifying your soul. You are not purifying your soul. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for every one of us. Another way of purifying our soul is as-salat. As-salat. We pray salat time to time. Salat at its appointed time. Nawafil, tahajjud. Another way of getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says in Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 45, وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ. Pray salat. إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ. The salat that you see prohibits immorality. The salat that you see, it distances you from atrocities. The salat that you see, it takes you from things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden for you. When someone prays salat all the time, when someone prays salat at its appointed time, when someone prays salat with khushu', salat that has concentration in it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use it to distance you from bad acts. That is why the Salafus Salih, the righteous people used to say, anyone that has bad deed that he's doing, of course, everybody has bad deed that we do every day, we all commit sin. But if you look at it, that the salat, you pray salat, and your salat has not condemned or taken from you one of your bad acts, like almost a year, you have been doing the same act that is an evil, and this salat never take it from you. You should know that your salat is not benefiting you then. Your salat is not okay. Something is wrong with your salat. Something is not going well with your salat. If your salat doesn't take your evil from you, that means your salat is not in support of you. That's how to know if either your salat is being accepted or is being rejected. Whatever you are doing an evil and you have been on it for years, and this salat never take this evil from you, that means your salat is not benefiting you. That means your salat is not the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be accepted. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our ibadah. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this salah that you see, we take away from us immorality, while munkar and evil as well. But to know that the members of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for everyone of us. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our ibadah and forgive our shaitan. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Our heart is the key of our body. If anything affects this heart, it's going to affect the entire body. So my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, whenever we commit a sin or an evil, our heart that is pure before that is white will get stained with dots. If you do another evil, will get stained and will have a space in your heart. Before you know this darkening, this black spot will control the whole heart. And if you don't purify the soul, this blackening dot will not be removed. So you need something to purify your soul all the time. And we have mentioned it. Number one way to purify your soul is to hold yourself account for your goodness every day. Before you sleep, think of what you have done that is good. Think of what you have done that is wrong. Everybody, we all know what is good and we all know what is wrong. You don't wait for anyone to tell you what is wrong. So hold yourself to account for that before you sleep in a day. That this is an evil that I've been doing, and look for a way out to stop doing it. If you have 10 evils that you have been doing, you don't need to try to get rid of the whole thing at a time or at once. It might be difficult for you, but take it one after the other. Take it one after the other. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for you. Another way of purifying our soul is as-sadaqah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, خذ من أموالهم صدقة تطهرهم وتزكيهم بها. Oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell them, take from their money to pay zakat, to do charity. By doing this, it will purify your soul. It will clean you from the dirtiness. Maybe when you are doing the transaction, when you are doing the business, the wrong thing that you have acquired or the money that you have acquired illegally, unknown, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use this zakat sadaqah to purify it for you. So that's another way of purifying your soul, to always give charity, to always pay zakat, to always do good. So by doing this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us a barakah and Allah will purify our soul. And the benefit of this purifying our soul is that Allah says in Surah Al-Jinn, verse 16, وَأَنْ لَوْ اسْتَقَامُوا عَلَى طَرِيقَةٍ لَأَسْقَيْنَاهُمْ مَاءً غَدَقًا. If these people stand upright upon the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if they fulfill the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لَأَسْقَيْنَاهُمْ مَاءً غَدَقًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'm going to feed them. I'm going to feed them the abundant water. The water that will bring the blessing. The water that will bring barakah to you. The water that will give you the sustenance of this life. The water that will make you succeed in this life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assure you of that. If you stand upright upon the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لَأَسْقَيْنَاهُمْ مَاءً غَدَقًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase your wealth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make your family the goodness of your eyes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will strengthen you in iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will elevate you in iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shower his blessing upon you. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we need to purify our souls. We need to purify our soul every day, every minute, every second. Don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow might be too late. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't assure any one of us that we're going to see tomorrow. The opportunity that we have now, those who have done don't have it. So don't wait till tomorrow. Remember where we are all going. No place of correction is a place that there is no correction there. We cannot make any correction, no amendment. We forgive you. Father cannot forgive son there. Son also cannot forgive dad. Mom cannot forgive the father. The wife wife cannot forgive her husband, the husband also cannot forgive his wife. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge everyone. It's not that, okay, you are my dad, okay, but the wrong thing that you have done to me when you are in life, I forgive you. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold everyone to be accounted for his deed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shall reward everyone according to his deed. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for every one of us. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to purify our soul. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all our ibadah. Lastly, another thing that will make it easy for us is to always mingle with the good people. To always mingle with the good people. That will assist us in purifying our soul. But whenever you are mingling with the bad people, of course, they will not remind you the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will never take you closer to your Lord. They always push you out of the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our ibadah. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive all our shortcomings. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to elevate every one of us in Iman. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower His mercy and blessing upon every one of us. Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulub ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى صراطك المستقيم ويا مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين اللهم انا نسالك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى اللهم انا نسالك البركه والسلامه والعافيه في ديننا وفي دنيانا اللهم انا نسالك خير هذا اليوم وخير ما بعده وأعوذ بك شر هذا اليوم وشر ما بعده برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك